here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Wilson to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And finding Keelan Cole. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Throwing now is Wilson. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Carr. Flush to his right. Connecting with Renfro. And he's brought down, but great yardage to start the drive. A 1st down, and it sets him up pretty nicely here moving forward. Here's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And now it's 2nd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing his Carr. Flushed out right. Gets this to Waller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Running left, Coleman on the toss. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They will run again with Coleman. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage of game there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my own coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson rolling to his right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.